Hi, Scorpios. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading. Let's see what Spirit has for you. Let's see what's coming. Let's see what's next in love or relationships you're in or new love. Please take with you what resonates, leave the rest behind. I will put your playlist in the description below. The first thing that I like to do is invite 3 signs into each of these readings. And I put them in the thumbnails and I put them in the description so that you know if you've been invited into somebody else's reading. There could be a connection here. They could be in your life now. They could be coming into your life, or there's just a message here for these signs. So it just gives us a chance to invite other signs into each reading. So Gemini, you're invited into Scorpio's reading. I have Capricorn today invited in, and one more. I have Taurus. You've been invited in also. So Gemini, Capricorn, and Taurus, welcome to Scorpio's reading. There's probably a reason that you're here. I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers, all my returning subscribers. If you're just finding me for the first time, I am a psychic medium. If this resonates, please consider hitting that like, commenting, hitting that subscribe button. If you'd ever like to book a reading, I will put all that contact information in the description below. Let's invite our spirit guides into this reading, my Scorpio. Spirit, if you could please share with me any messages of guidance. I am listening for you now. Power. Look at you. Powerful. Arms wide open, right? I'm in my power. I'm in my element. I love that. I have nature. Okay. And one more, I have a shadow self. Okay, so maybe I'm working on some things. Maybe I'm working on connecting to myself, connecting to nature, working on my spiritual growth. Maybe I've got some shadow work that I know I have to do. We all have shadow work. I don't know anybody who doesn't have shadow work. So maybe I've just been diligent working on that shadow work, and I know that I'm getting stronger, I'm more confident, I'm working through some things that I needed to heal. Let's see. I pulled out a bunch of Halloween decks today. I mean, I've been having a lot of fun pulling out my Halloween themed decks, fall, anything that's kind of fallish. I've been kind of pulling from my library. I have a big deck collection. If you ever have any questions about my decks, just message me or comment below. I'll be happy to let you know. Judgment. Look at you. Yeah, this, sometimes when we work on that shadow work, it does help us find our purpose. It helps us connect, be grounded, brings us to a place of, I just feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be at this moment in time. The Empress, connecting to nature, and the Empress, how beautiful. And then I have the Hanged Man. There is that shadow work in the Hanged Man, which is exactly what the Hanged Man tells us, right? This sense of, I've got to find myself, Spirit just said, until I can be with somebody else. So maybe you've done some of that work already. Maybe you are in the process of doing that work. This is such a cute deck. This is the Shadowland Tarot. It's got this cute metallic edging. It's such a fun deck to shuffle. It's one of my favorite decks to shuffle. I am an overhand shuffler, and I envy people who do those riffle shuffles, but I don't want to bend all my decks, so I do an overhand shuffle, and I'm constantly shuffling. So I think that the weight of the deck is always important to me. This has a great weight. Let's see what the cards say. King of Pentacles, Tower. I have a 3 of Swords. I have a 3 of Swords, and I have a Queen of Swords. Okay. Now I do have somebody. Now this person could still be in your life, or this relationship could be in a temporary pause, something like that, or we're working through things. But it's this sense of, sometimes in a relationship we get hurt, but we stay within that relationship and we try to work things out. And I do feel like we are trying to talk things through, make things better, learn from our mistakes. Spirit just said, we don't want to walk away from this connection, even if this connection there's been something that has been upsetting to me. I have a 2 of, this is my Justice. So maybe we're married. Okay. And something happened in this connection, but we're committed to the marriage. Okay. We're committed to making this work, or we have been moving in the direction of wanting to be married, something like that. So we have dreams, hopes, things that are happening ahead of us. And I want you to let go of whatever happened. I feel like there probably was an episode. It could have been a mistrust episode. It could have been, somebody hurt me, literally. But I want you to focus on like what our vows were, what our commitment is to each other, what our hopes and dreams are to each other. Because I feel like Spirit's saying, we can get through anything. We can get through even the hard times, the hardest of times, as long as we stay together, stick together. There's something going on with that. Spirit, please share with me. Let's say, I unleash my wildness and choose to be free. I keep pulling that card. That card just comes right to the surface. It's got a lot of energy. I choose to be free, even within a relationship. You still want to feel independent. So maybe we're just working on like myself. Like you can have a life with somebody, but you still are working on yourself. I am a weaver of my own reality, right? Like I'm taking care of things that are important to me, even within this relationship. And I do feel like we're talking things through. I do feel like this is a connection that we don't want to give up on. We're both committed to it. I am of the earth and in harmony with nature. There's that nature again. I'm trying to feel grounded in this connection. I'm trying to feel as connected as I can in this connection. I want things to only get better is how it's coming into me. I want it's like give it time. It's the test of time kind of energy. That over a period of time, this connection gets better and better. Now, this is a cute little deck. This is the little Halloween tarot. It's a miniature deck. It's small. It's kind of fun to shuffle because it's little. Let's see what these guys say. I have a 3 of bats, which is my 3 of swords. There has been some hurt. I definitely feel like this person has either broken your heart, hurt you, but you're repairing it. And that's what I want you to focus on. I have a 2 of pumpkins, 2 of pentacles. Maybe there was a choice that has to be made between you or this person. Maybe we had to make a decision to be all in, something like that, and maybe they've recommitted to this marriage or this commitment, and they really want to be here. I have a 10 of swords. Yeah, something had to end. I feel like they had to make a choice. Now, there could have been a third person involved. There could be a third party interference that we got over, that we forgave and forgot. We moved on. It happened a long time ago. And we moved on for the sake of, staying together. 3 of wands in our future. When we make that kind of a choice, what we're doing is we're committing to, we're going to get through anything. So for those of you that have struggled through, I don't know, very difficult. Relationships go through very, very difficult phases. And, the bottom line is that we made a decision that we're going to get through it together and that we have a future together. So I love that. The sense of, I still want this is how it's coming into me. So whoever you're sharing your life with, they still want to be in this. You still want to be in this. And you're working on yourself to keep giving yourself strength so that things can just keep getting better all over and over again, right? Let's get some feelings. Let's see what my person is feeling for me right now, because I do feel like they're saying one foot in front of the other. You're taking the steps in the right direction, something like that. So you guys are doing, you're doing okay. You're doing well. It's one of those things that I have to keep working at. I stay up at night thinking of you. Like I want to make sure that we're going to be okay. I want to make sure that came into me as like I worry about you too, which is kind of nice. You were the only person for me. Maybe they strayed. Maybe they their eyes strayed. They were looking at somebody else for a while. Maybe they thought that that's what they wanted, but they decided that they want to be in this commitment. They decided that you're still their future. I've learned from my mistakes. There's no going back, Spirit just said. So if there's still fears of will they do it again, Do they want somebody else? I want you to let that go. I do feel like you're way beyond that. I do feel like you guys have repaired the damage, and um, they're saying no harm done. So maybe it was harmless. Maybe it wasn't even maybe it was like a flirtation or jealousy or, accusation, something like that. But whatever it was, it wasn't enough to end this connection. It couldn't come between the two of you. A 6 of Cups, like you're all I think about. And that's how that came into me. 5 of Cups. I know I disappointed you in it's at some points. I don't want to disappoint you. It's okay. It's okay. 5 of Wands. I don't want to be battling with you. I don't want to be struggling in this connection anymore. I have a 6 of Wands. Maybe we're not exactly where we want to be yet, but we're working towards that. This is a work in progress relationship. This is two people who don't want to give up on each other, who are committed to the commitment. Okay, whatever that means to you. Okay, whether it's a legal commitment, a marriage, or we live together, or we have a child together, or we have a commitment that we have a bigger reason to stay together. And we're going to work through this. And then here's my 7 of Wands. Here's my 7 of Wands. I'm not giving up. I mean, my 7 of Wands is definitely, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up on this connection. King of Swords. You're all they think about. Like, I love this. It's like I stay up. I liked this feeling I had a moment ago of I stay up at night thinking about you. And, but it was the sense of I stay up at night thinking about you, not like physically, maybe they do, but it was more the sense of like to take care of you. It was more the sense of I worry about you and I only want the best for you. And I want us to both heal and I want you to be the best that you could be and myself be the best I can be. So I love that. I love that, because it's not just like I'm thinking about you just physically. I mean, there's so much more going on here. We have a commitment that we've made to ourselves that we're in it for the long run. And it could be a Gemini, a Capricorn, or a Taurus that you're in this connection with. Let's get a couple more love messages. Spirit, please share with me any other love messages they have for me today. When I miss you, I look at your photo. So maybe there was a temporary separation, or maybe even, they're at work and they look at your photos. Maybe they have photos of you on their desk, on their phone. Please wait for me just a little bit longer. Maybe you are in a temporary separation, some of you. I am burdened with guilt and regret. So there's some mistakes that have been made, maybe. I often wonder to myself if it's too late. I'm willing to do anything for us to be together. This is a sense of I want to salvage, more than salvage. I mean, that's an understatement. I'm willing to do anything for this relationship to continue and for us to be happy and for us to be successful. And I'm willing to put the time in and the effort because I love you. And again, the sense of I'm committed to the commitment, whatever the commitment is. Okay. I'm in it for the long run. So that is what I'm going to hold on to, my Scorpios, is that your person you guys are going to figure this out and you're going to work through this. And it's a work in progress and it's not perfect all the time, but maybe it's getting better and better each day, something like that. So keep working on this. This person's committed to you and you're committed to this connection. So let's keep working on this connection. I think they're really in it for the long run is how it's coming into me today. I want to thank Spirit for this reading. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com.